Hello guys, it's Insubordination here with another episode of my, hardcore games commentary series. And in this game, I'm going to be playing the Seeker kit, which is actually a kit that I just recently bought. I wanted to try it out because I haven't ever tried any of the kits that let you mine iron quickly, and those really are the best anti-team kits in my opinion because, you know, as I always say, the only advantage you have against the team is that it takes you half as long to get full iron than it takes them. So these kits can be pretty good. You can get the teams while they don't have iron, and if you've got full iron, it's really not impossible to take out teams of 3 or even 4 if they, even if they have soup. I have done that before. In full iron, I've taken out teams of 4 with soup. So yeah, so kits like Seeker, Miner, and Forager can be pretty nice in that respect, that they give you quicker full iron, and then you can take out those teams. And it also helps you take out single players. If there's a solo player who might be a better PvPer than me, but I have full iron and he doesn't, I might be able to take him out and win the game. So yeah, these kits are nice. I would recommend them. I haven't actually tried any of them up until recently, is when I tried Seeker. So I still intend to maybe trade Seeker for Forger or Miner, depending. Seeker hasn't been great for me so far. It's gotten me, I think this game I get full iron in 8 minutes, full iron and ready to hunt in 8 minutes. So it's good, not great. I'm thinking I'm going to try Forger and Miner, see how well they do, and then pick one. So at this point, I am just getting full iron, trying to get it as fast as possible because I want to get out and start hunting. I got soup in the beginning, so I guess I'm not set on the soup department. I still want to get more. I only have about 2 or 3 hot bars, but I am pretty good. I will be able to defend myself if anyone decides to come at me. So yeah, tournament started 7 minutes ago. As you can see, I just pressed help, and that was the moment I got full iron pretty much. So 7-minute full iron is really not bad, and you can do that pretty consistently with Seeker if you just go right from you know, the beginning game to mining. I have been pretty consistently getting full iron in 7 minutes. And so yeah, this here I type /help again when I'm ready to hunt, 8 minutes. So pretty much from start of the game to when you're ready to start hunting is about 8 minutes. I have found on average with Seeker. So finally, I am starting to hunt in this game, and you'll see this Hesker's guy, and he actually at this point has a lot of kills, but unfortunately for him, he was hunting and not mining, so he didn't have any iron, and I was able to take him out very quickly. So that's just an example. He had a lot of kills that game. I hadn't really done anything except mine iron, and I had the obvious advantage in the fight. So, you know, Hunger Games is not just a PvP battle, it's also strategy. And you don't have to be the best PvPer in the game to win the game. You just have to be the best at playing Hunger Games, and there is a difference between those two. So at this point, I'm trying to get that tower when this guy in a gold chestplate comes up, Stallion, and so we just are dueling it out, or duking it out as I like to say, and then I take him out. I only have to use 2 soup because I had a huge armor advantage on him too. And then Tsushimato comes in, and he was angling for the pile of items, but I managed to combo him away because he wanted that iron, he wanted those soups, and here he comes for the items again. You can see he is trying to get those items, but I managed to combo him away from the pile and kill him. And so at this point, I just want to kill these guys that are nearby. I want to kill this guy because I don't want him to get those items. He actually jumps off his tower, and I've got to go chase him. But yeah, so if you have a lava bucket or something, it's nice to destroy the items on the ground so you don't have to camp around the items like I did there. I just had to stay near those items so that these guys with no armor wouldn't get them. So I managed to corner iCalculator here in this taiga, and then I take him out right there without too much trouble. He didn't run very far before I took him out. And so now at this point I think there was 9 or 8 players left in the game. I'm feeling pretty good about it. But my full iron advantage is probably negated at this point because now we're a good 15-ish minutes into the game, and now we're at the point where a lot of players are going to start to have full iron. So I am digging down for this guy, Tino PvP, and he actually kills somebody. So I decided to use my Seeker ability to see what I'm dealing with, and look at that, he's got full iron, sure enough. So when Seeker runs out, I just jump on in here, and then look what happens in this fight. So he sets me on fire, puts me on poison, and so I am at a huge disadvantage in this fight. But then, this is what I do. I stand in the item pile of this guy's previous kill, and look at that. My first 2 soups that I quick drop refresh themselves. My third one turns into a stone pick, so that didn't help. And then I'm out of the items trying to get him up here, but that is a 2 soup advantage, which is really nice in a fight, and that is probably the reason why I kill him. I actually don't think I even have to refill during this fight. I just kind of take him out. That 2 soup really helps. So yeah, that is one strategy you can try to use. If there's a pile of death and it has a lot of soup in it, then you probably want to go for that and try to see if you can stand in there while you're quick dropping, because you can just get free soups all day long. I remember one game that I was playing, there were about 5 people at the feast, including me. We were all free-for-alls, and I just killed one of them, used all my soup in the hotbar, and I was quick dropping, and so when I killed him, all of his soup went into my hotbar. And then I killed another one, and I chained through all 5 of them. It was kind of like an OP version of Vampire. So yeah, that can be a good strategy. And while I was talking, we encountered OSHA 150, and he was just a no armor guy, Fletcher, standing at the top of my hole, so I take him out without much trouble either. And now at this point, the feast has been announced. As you can see, TV Fosco was saying feast in the chat, so I'm pretty sure he has a team that he's talking to, or I don't really know what he's doing. So I just go to the feast, and I'm hovering around it, using my compass. I can tell which direction they're going to come from. So I am just walking around, using my compass. I don't want to let people sneak up on me, so I'm not just going to stand there. Pretty basic feast strategy is just to go to the feast, walk around, see what you're dealing with. And feast is starting in 1 minute, so I'm starting to think that maybe he's not going to show up at all. 45 seconds, I'm just waiting, now that it's starting quickly, and then he towers up, and I managed to not get him, so I just let him do that. And then I wait, and here's the feast, and he did not tower up quick enough so I can manage to get a couple early chests, get a bow and arrow. I miss with all of my shots, unfortunately, and I do not kill him with those. And then I predict his jump pretty much perfectly. And yeah, I take him out there. So if you're a stomper at the feast, it's nice to have some iron so that even if they predict your jump, you can still take them out or at least have a chance at taking them out. He really had no chance against me once I predicted his stomp. So now I have the feast loot. I'm getting almost full iron, full diamond rather, almost full diamond. I got 2 strength potions, 2 instant damage, some TNT, bow and arrow, steak, ender pearls, pretty much everything you can want from a feast. So it was a really good feast for a single player, and now I am just moving on to the campers. And so the first camper is Avocado with a 0, Avocado 0, and so I'm just charging along to him, and at this point I'm pretty sure that I'm going to win the game, and it's just a matter of time. And I'm going into this swamp, getting closer and closer to the force field, wondering when I'm going to see him, and then we leave the swamp and go into a desert, and it's really just a matter of time now before I get Avocado. And then I believe I find him here. He actually has full iron, so I splash down strength just because I can. Why not? And yeah, take him out. 3 shots, no problem. Full diamond sword with strength 2 will kill a full iron pretty quickly. Even if he had soup, which I don't know if he did, he really wouldn't have had a shot at killing me. So then move on to the final 2 guys who are in a team. And they are, I think they might be even across the entire map, which gets pretty annoying. It's always annoying when the campers are far apart during the game, because then you just have to do a lot of running, and then it's just added time, and you're just wasting time. And, you know, campers in general just waste your time at the end of the game. There's not too much you can do about that. And I see this tower, but they're not in there, and so I just keep on running. Now we're in an extreme hills biome. Ooh, look at this. We're changing biomes. Isn't this interesting? Jump into a water pool. That's probably the most interesting thing that happened throughout this entire run. And trying to get over more extreme hills biomes. Now we're back in a swamp. Isn't that nice? Full circle from swamp to swamp. And yeah, we're on the complete opposite corner of the map, and we finally find their tower. And so now it's me against these 2 towers, and bonus feast spawns. Not that anything happens with that, but it just spawns. And so I'm deciding what to do. I decided to just try to take a pot shot or 2, but they're all the way at the height limit, which is pretty tough to shoot with an arrow, unless you're Zephyr, in which case you can do that. And so the hunter, he decides to just betray his teammate and knock him off the tower. So I guess that works in my favor. You know, if you're the final 2, it might not be the best idea to betray your teammate, because, you know, you can use all the help you can get if you're sitting in a tower against a feast winner. But to each his own. I will let him betray his teammate if he wants to. So I just do a little bit of flooding, not too much, and then I just tower up into this tree here, and I put some water on the tree just in case. And if you notice there, I actually did a reverse MLG water. I picked up the water right as I fell on it and actually took fall damage, which is I thought that was interesting. But so now I just tower up, and I'm trying to take more pot shots, and I try to make a nice little safe tower here, and then as I'm towering up, I ditch the safe tower. He jumps, and he misses, and so yeah, I just jump down here and kill him. Couple shots, and he's done. So he missed, and that cost him the game, although I don't really know what he was planning to do if he hit me. He wasn't a stomper or anything. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this secret game, and I guess here is the stats page. I will show that to you guys. And yeah, I hope you guys remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. See you guys next time.